James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, I've really never been settled with the whole Charlie Kirk shooting, and Erika Kirk bothers the holy heck out of me. It turns out everything that she said in public has been a lie about her not dating for 5 years before she met Charlie, about not drinking, everything she said. And the strangest thing now is her ex-boyfriend of 3 years, just before her and Charlie got together, but after they met, he is now doing all the turning point speakings. This is really, really getting creepy. And to watch the GOP, turning point into some kind of political voting recruitment machine is even scarier. After last night's turning point, I don't know what to say. Let's take a look at what this little girl has turned up. Remember, Erika said she hadn't dated for 5 years before she met Charlie. She didn't drink. And now we find out she dated 3 people, at least, maybe 4, in that 3 or 4 year period before she met Charlie. She was dating someone, and on a show the same year she was dating Charlie, and she was pounding drinks on that show. Now her ex-boyfriend, who Charlie disliked and he had a personal beef with, is now speaking for Turning Point. I will send this to Candace so y'all don't have to.
Hey, Erika, what about the guys you dated before Charlie?
I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
You were proposed to by Charlie in 2020. You started dating him in 2018. And 3 years before that, you were dating this guy, Tyler Massey. I mean, you guys would do couples photo shoots. This is still online. And this is only 3 years before you started dating Charlie.
He's in heaven.
Yeah, and 2 years later, you were dating this guy, Cabot Phillips, and here he is posting you guys on his public page saying, yes, we're that couple who gets painting lessons together. Again, this is a year before you started dating Charlie, and well within the 5 year period you claim to have never dated anyone, but you were out here dissing your roommate for dating.
I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than go. I don't drink. I find it unproductive.
And why are you here drinking and dating on a reality show that actually was filmed the year you met Charlie? So you obviously were dating. So I'm not understanding your timeline. I mean, you're talking to a guy here who's asking you out on a date and you're taking his number? And here you are on your date.
I've honestly spent the majority of my life being one of the most sought-after bachelors. Oh, great. But I'm just really excited to spend some one-on-one time with Erika. I really do like her, and I'm excited to get to know her a little bit more.
Erika, hello? I just want to understand how you so confidently lied to our faces when this footage was on national television, and you know the footage is out there. The pictures of your boyfriends that you dated are still public online, and you know that, but you still lie like this.
Stop.
Wait, isn't Cabot Phillips your ex-boyfriend? Why is he now the speaker of Turning Point USA?
Obviously, this is where it gets super, super, bothersome, to say the very least. Cabot Phillips, someone Charlie had a huge beef with, is now the main speaker at Turning Point USA, and he dated Erika for 3 years prior to her meeting Charlie. This, ladies and gentlemen, is scary stuff. Now, let me also say that his publication is a front for Israel, but of course. And I'll let y'all learn on your own, I guess.
Leading speeches of how to lead like Charlie. What's going on, Erika?
Stop.
He's also the senior editor for the Daily Wire, the one outlet that your husband was having active beef with at the time, connected to Netanyahu. So
stop.
Right. So what else are you lying about? Because you're a liar. Point blank period. You're a liar. And we just proved that. So this is still publicly accessible on social media. And you lied about that. You also lied about dating, but you were on a reality show dating the same year you met Jesse. You know what I mean? What else are you lying about? Like bigger things? Are you lying about bigger things? Because this is small and you'd really easily, with like a straight face, you lie. So like, what?
She's lying about everything, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine your boyfriend of 3 years pulling him into Turning Point USA to be the main speaker weeks after your husband's gunned down. This stinks to high heaven. And the fact that his scrub paper is hooked to Israel and Netanyahu even bothers me more so. Hopefully Candace gets this and she'll look into it a little bit more.
You know? Because sure.
Stop.
That's not going to be sufficient. Why do you wear huge Super Bowl type rings on every finger of both hands? So much is just wild about you. More than wild. Not impressed, not attractive, and ladies and gentlemen, it's a scary situation. She was actually on a dating show the same year she was dating Charlie, where she was pounding drinks. She dated at least 3 people, moving up to the date where her and Charlie got married, and now the last boyfriend of 3 years is now doing the speaking for Turning Point USA, and the GOP has taken it over as some kind of, organization to expand its voting base among young Americans. Wow. You know, Charlie was really never in it for the vote. He was in it for the principle, and he was a man of principle. And I just don't get the same feeling from you whatsoever. Hopefully this makes it to Candace Owens. And hopefully you guys can answer some of my questions. Why lie to everyone about everything? Always. And why do you feel the need to wear 10 Super Bowl rings? I see a problem everywhere I look. God bless. Please share, folks. Please tell me what you think about this individual. Please let me know if you think that the Charlie Kirk assassination has been solved, or do you think that Kash Patel and the DOJ are up to no good as usual? And always remember, anything's possible in bizarro world where she obviously lives. God bless.